All right, people, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another Gore's recent video game pickups. And it's been a couple weeks since my last episode, and since then I acquired a few new games, not too many. As you know, E3 was happening, and I had a visit from a friend, and I've been doing a lot of other stuff, so reaction stuff and whatnot. So I've been busy, so I haven't even really thought about buying stuff. But don't get me wrong. I got some stuff. I also went to a convention a couple days ago, which you might have actually seen that video, what I got at EternalCon 2018. I go there every year pretty much since 2015, so, I got some stuff there. And a lot of that was video game related, but some of it wasn't. And I'm going to go through that stuff, even the not video game related stuff, really quickly in a minute, just in case that video was a little too long for you and we went way too, rapid fire with what we got, because it was like a 30-minute video, but we went quick with what we got because it was me and a couple other friends. So I wanted to show you what I got real quick again, just in case you don't want to watch that video. And a lot of it is video game related, but there's a couple things that aren't. So a lot of posters, actually. I would say when it comes to posters, I think everything here is not video game related. But I did get some video games. I did get a video game related, actually three video game related little toys and whatnot. When I went to the convention. So let's go. Let's go to the convention stuff. All right, first things first. Okay, I picked this up. It was $10. I think it goes for around $10-15, but I had to get it because if you do not know, I have a display cabinet. Maybe I'll edit a picture in here. No, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that because I might actually do a nice little tour of just the display cabinet that I have here. Glass display cabinet I got from IKEA, and I have a bunch of really cool stuff, but one section is dedicated primarily to BioShock. So I had to get this. I saw it there, so I had to get it. Big Daddy vinyl figure. I think it's a loot box exclusive. I think. Am I right? Am I right? I don't know. It doesn't say it. So I think it came with one of those type of loot box things. Maybe not loot box in general, but whatever. He wouldn't go down from 10. Same guy. I picked this up. I picked up another game that he actually went down on. So I didn't go down on. It was a little joke. Just ignore it. Anyway, Big Daddy, had to get him. Really cool. Actually, let's open him up because I am opening him up and putting him in my collection. He's not really rare, again, so I don't really care. He's going in my collection. So let's open him up. He's actually, he's actually a little heavy. Here you go. I know he's a little figure, but whatever. I'm adding him to my collection. So actually, I think this is supposed to be... It's BioShock 1. Okay, never mind. Who's the Big Daddy you play as? Alpha, right? Is that his name in the second one? He doesn't look like him. So I don't know why I thought you looked like him. But he reminded me of him for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's a little bit more stylized. I don't know. But anyway, let's put him right there for now. There you go. So it'll be right there for the rest of the video, just chilling. Alright, so what else did I get? Let me get rid of the box and shit. I had to get this because if you do not know, I am a huge Overwatch fan. I play the shit out of Overwatch. I was even playing it earlier today because I love it. And I had to get this. I thought this was really unique. It was a little too pricey. It was about $10, which is a little ridiculous for this. But someone made a coaster out of a piece of wood, and they put my boy Hanzo on it. Look at that. It's actually wood, real wood, and it's a coaster. I was thinking maybe it would look really cool in the background, right here or something. I think that would look kind of cool right there. Gotta get wall mounts for it though. I thought that was cool. I'm not gonna use it as a coaster. You can already see. Wait, maybe that's not. Well, whatever. I'm sure it won't look as clean as it does now in a few months, but whatever. It's a nice little piece of wood that has my boy Hanzo on it. I'm a Hanzo main. I have two mains. I don't know if you're supposed to have more than one main, but I do. I have him and I have Moira. The woman that was selling those coasters had Moira, but she left it at her house before coming to the convention. And of course, I wasn't going back there the second day, so I didn't get Moira. Fuck. That would have been so cool having both Hanzo and Moira. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm just going to put it right in the fireplace. Screw this. I don't have a fireplace, but if I did, I would. I totally would. Anyway, now let me go through the little posters I got. These are not video game related, so I'll just get through them real quick. Just want to, go through them again just in case you didn't watch that video. First things first, I got this for free after buying the next art print I'm going to show you. You could pick from a multitude of these little cards, pretty much. And I was like, okay. And I kind of randomly picked one, and I got the Kool-Aid Man. So, and he even comes in like a little protector thing. So you'll be seeing him in the background of a lot of videos from now on. You might know me by now and know that I like to put random shit in the background. By the way, when I got this Hanzo coaster, I also got that little Blizzard World postcard right there. I'm not going to show it to you. It's just Blizzard World for all you Overwatch fans. Now, I got that Kool-Aid guy after buying this art print, which is from Samurai Jack. Look at that. Samurai Jack, of course, I have a print right there. Samurai Jack right here. This is the wolf in Samurai Jack. I was thinking of putting this one right next to this one, but I also want to put the Hanzo one there, so I don't know where I'll put this one. I'll figure it out. But right now, I'm not going to do that because I'm making a video. Alright, next is a Rick and Morty poster I had to get. Bam! Look at this one. Whew! Love the little details in this one. All the different characters. If you like Rick and Morty like I do, there's a lot of fucking characters on this. Was there ever an episode where Hitler made an appearance? Because I see it like a Hitler. Is that a Hitler? I don't know. Here, you can look at all the characters. Hey, don't eat my eye holes. It's Jerry. It's Jerry, right? Yeah, it's Jerry. This is all actually made on a comic book template thing. Like if you want to draw a comic book, you use one of these pieces of paper right here. You can kind of see right there, which is kind of cool. I got this, and I also got from the same guy for 15 bucks. I thought that was a really good deal, and this guy was pretty cool about it. Where is it? I got this cardboard thing, which I thought was really awesome, of Rick as Saitama, right? That's his name, from One Punch Man, which I have yet to watch. Maybe we'll do a reaction series to that in the future. I think that might actually be a very, very good idea. And that might happen very, very soon, by the way. But anyway, here's Rick. Of course, I did a reaction series for Rick and Morty. That was, semi-popular. And now I have Rick in a future reaction, Saitama, fused together. So there you go. I thought that was cool. He's made out of cardboard. You'll see him pretty much in the background right there, especially if I do One Punch Man relatively soon. So for 15 bucks, did I say it was 15 bucks? All together for both of them, I got this nice little art print and that. So that was actually probably one of the better deals of the convention. Next thing is, well, this one's actually kind of, not really, but it's partly video game related. You got from Logan, one of my favorite movies of last year, you got a Lego version of both Logan and Laura, X-23. And it's kind of video game related because, Lego video games are very popular, so, maybe Lego Logan in the future. It'd be strange. But unless, the guys that make the Lego games really want to go very violent and very mature in the future, which would be awesome, by the way. Please do that. So anyway, you got, of course, James, or Logan, and you got Laura, or X-23, right there. That's a pretty awesome print. I also picked up, I bought this one for $7, by the way. I thought that was a pretty good deal for a nice little print like that, and very unique. I also picked up from a different vendor this one for $5, and this is a good deal too, of Logan. Look at this one. Now this one's more like the movie. Very dark. Look, he's all muscular and shit. There's Laura. Laura looks a little goofy, I will admit. I mean, she looks okay, I guess. But from a distance, that looks pretty good. And I love the look of it. I love the very neon, kind of drive-ish look to it, Looks like a Nicholas Winding Refn poster, but pretty awesome. I really like that. For all you movie fans, you're probably if you're not a movie fan, you're a video game fan. You're like, what the fuck am I talking about? And the next one, I'll put this right next to my other poster from Mad Max Fury Road. Look at this one. That one's dope. Look at that. There's all the war boys. There you go. I like the stylistic look of this. Here's Furiosa up here. She's pissed. There you go. Pretty badass. I think so. So there you go. And when it comes to art prints and non-video game related stuff, I think that's it, right? Yes, it is. So, from the convention at least. Now let's go on to more video game stuff. I guess I could show this. This isn't exactly from the convention. I got this at GameStop after the convention. So you can kind of consider a convention then, because if we didn't go to that GameStop, I would never have gotten this. So, whatever. Anyway, I got an Omni Blade from Mass Effect. I don't know if you even tell, it says Mass Effect there. But here you go. That's what it looks like full scale. Looks pretty cool. I got this for $6. I have the box somewhere, but I'm throwing that bitch out because this thing is not selling, obviously, so I don't give a shit about the box for that. And it's also pretty big. Looks pretty cool, but putting it on, it's actually supposed to be like a cosplay item. Putting it on, it's pretty terrible. I can't believe they would actually sell that for $60 when it first came out. Obviously, nobody else believed it either because they didn't fucking buy it. Because that GameStop had like 3 of them. And I believe my GameStop near me has about maybe like 7 or 8 of them, I think. Just like taking up space. So obviously no one wanted them. And I guess I'll get one for $6. That's not too bad. If you can go to GameStop, they're $6. Go ahead, get one. Now, the 2 games I did pick up at the convention, you might have saw in that video if you did watch it. I got one because I didn't really, I never heard of it before. I mean, I have, but I've never seen gameplay, and I actually completely forgot it existed. And the other one I really wanted in my collection for a very long time, so I had to get that one. The first game is for $5. I picked up a game called Cygirls, which I'm assuming means cyborg. It's short for cyborg, I don't know. And it's a 2-disc game, which surprised the hell out of me. I actually switched the case. The case that it came with was a Blockbuster case, which did have 2 CD holders in it, but I switched it out and I just put like the disc 2 in a sleeve and put disc 1 in the tray. In this case, looks way better. The manual looks great. The cover art looks great. The discs are like flawless, but the box itself, I don't like the box. So for $5, it goes for about $10. I didn't have it in my collection. I think it was a very obscure game, so I thought, hey, you know what? That might be kind of cool to have in the collection. You know, so there you go. And I am a PS2 collector, and I'm actually trying to focus on my PS2 more now. Usually that's how it goes for me as a collector. Like, there's times where I'll focus on one thing for a little while and then go on to another thing and focus on that. So, you know, I focused on my Xbox One collection earlier this year. Now I'm going to try to focus a little bit better on my PS2 collection. And this one is one I've been wanting. This one goes for about $25 to $30. Sometimes a little bit lower, sometimes a little bit higher. It's weird how this fluctuates in price. I got this for $22, and it's a very nice copy of Urban Reign. I love this game, by the way. Played the shit out of this when I was not a kid. I was like 15, 16. Yeah, 15. It came out 2005, so yeah. Urban Reign, really fun game, really fun brawler. It had great graphics for the time, and it was a lot of fun in multiplayer. One thing about this game that I remember is the combos were fucking insane. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I remember, let me see, choose from 60 playable characters, that too. And you could pick up a bunch of weapons and stuff. But I remember, like, the combo system was, like, really crazy in this game. Maybe it was just for the time. Maybe it's also because I haven't played that many brawler games besides this one, 3D brawler games at least. But I remember just that right there, what I just mentioned, the combos, I couldn't think of the word again, was insane. So anyway, this is a really fun game. So go check it out. For $25, it's pretty fun. So anyway, now let's get on to the games I bought from the last few weeks that isn't convention related. First things first, I had to pick this up. Not Best Buy, Jesus Christ. GameFly was having a pretty decent sale on this. If you had, I think it was only if you already rented this game, you could buy it for pretty cheap, for like $30. And I already had a $5 coupon, so I got for like $25, which I think was a great deal, especially since it's a Switch game. And it's a game that came out back in February, so it's not that old. For $25, I picked up Bayonetta 2 for the Switch, which is really awesome. Witch, get it? Because she's a witch. Which is really cool that I got from GameFly, because when GameFly gets their games to rent out, they do not use any of the codes inside. So you see that thing right there that says you get Bayonetta? The code in here is still good. So I still can play Bayonetta 1 if I want. So for $25, I pretty much got a brand new copy of Bayonetta 2, which includes Bayonetta 1. So that's really cool. I would show you the inside, but I have yet to redeem this code. So I don't know, I could be talking shit, but I will do this. Here you go. That's kind of cool. Here's the game. And I like that you could actually reverse it and make it just Bayonetta 1, which is really awesome. So that's really cool. I wonder if you need... Hold on, let me say. It doesn't say. I wonder if you need the cart of Bayonetta 2 to play Bayonetta 1. I'm assuming no, right? Because you're just doing a download. Because you could just download the game itself on the App Store or the eShop for free. I mean, not for free. For money, obviously. But you could just buy that one and not buy Bayonetta 2. So I'm assuming the code here makes it so that you just buy Bayonetta 2. I mean, 1. Whatever, you know what I mean. Bayonetta 2. There you go. I thought that was pretty good for 25 bucks. Next one, I got this for, I think, 9 bucks. So I got a pretty good deal. It's a new Xbox One game. It's one of 2 I got this week, or this episode. So only 2 new games are adding to the collection. But I thought this was a pretty good one because I love pretty much all of the games on here. That's Hasbro Family Fun Pack. 4 great games in one. Comes with Scrabble. I was going to say Risk. It does, but I want to say it in order. Trivial Pursuit Live, Monopoly Plus, and Risk. There you go. And all those games are fun. Monopoly Plus, I believe I 100%ed that when it comes to achievements. But it comes complete, by the way. There you go. For 9 bucks, pretty damn good price. I think it's like a $12, $13 game. Next one is a game that is brand new still, technically. It's a couple weeks old, but still new. Vampire. Now, I got about an hour into this game before E3 hit me hard. And then, of course, you know, a friend came over, so I had, like, no time to do anything else. And I was tired for a lot of it. It was a pretty hectic week for the last 2 weeks. But I really want to get back into this. I'm actually going to probably play more of this tonight. I got an hour in, and so far it's very interesting. I do like the mystery behind how he became a vampire and what's going on. And I do like the idea of just building up your powers and stuff as you go on. So the combat itself is not great so far, but I'm only about an hour in, so I only fought a few dudes. So who knows? Could get better. I've heard not so much. It doesn't really, but I've heard the story itself is engrossing, and the choices is really cool. So it's really cool. What's next? You know what? I'll show this. Hold on. I feel like I got like crust around my mouth, which I know that sounds gross. Not that this would fix it, but I was also getting a little parched. Is that the word? Anyway, one thing I want to show off is I actually bought a couple of cover replacements for a couple of my games. The first one I bought was for a GBA game, and that is Pokemon Fire Red version, which I bought this for $4. It's a nice little cover, very high quality looking. $4 is a little pricey for pretty much a print job, but you know what? It's a nice print job, so I can't really complain. And it fit the DS case perfectly. By the way, I have not only Fire Red in there, but I also have Fire Emblem in there too. Why? Because Fire Red, Fire Emblem, right? Makes sense. No, I just put it in there because I'm going to probably print out, or not print out, but buy another cover art for Fire Emblem. But one thing about this, though, is that they actually sent me the wrong cover art at first, and I was like, oh, this kind of sucks because I can't really put this in a DS case, because originally I would actually be okay with this one coming instead of the Fire Red one, but the fact that the DS cases don't hold regular Game Boy games kind of ruins the whole purpose. So the game that they sent me at first was Pokemon Red, right? Pokemon Red version. So there you go. I do have that game. It would be really cool to have a cover art for that, but the DS doesn't have a place for a Game Boy game, so that sucks. But they sent me a replacement, and they let me keep this one, so that was really cool. So go look up Retro Game Art Project or something like that, Cover Art Project. I can't remember what they're called, but go check out whoever sells those, because I think there's only like a couple people. They seem cool, whoever they are. Anyway, I also got this. I think this was from a different eBay seller. I had to get this because I've had this like loose disc for like the longest time, and I needed a protection for this of some sort. So I got one of these like PlayStation 2 looking cases for a PlayStation game. You'll see what I mean in a second. For Xenogears. That's right, I had Xenogears. I got it from GameStop. So now I have a place for my Xenogears. This one, this two. Xenogears I played a lot of when I was younger with my friends. This was one of the few games that I played with friends all the way through. I don't remember what happens in this game, though, because I think, I'm not going to lie, I think we talked over most of it. I think we just, like, fucked around and stuff. I do remember, oh yeah, there you go. I do remember there being really good cutscenes, though. And I do remember playing this around the same time as Shenmue. I don't know. I know that's a really weird memory that I have, but I also played Shenmue with a couple of friends, and I'm pretty sure we did the exact same thing with that game. I don't know if we beat that game, though. But Xenogears, cool. So now I have a case for it. Alright, now we're down to the last 4, I believe. Alright, so for $8 I had to get this. Best Buy had it on sale. Sadly, my GCU is about to run out, which is Gamers Club Unlocked, which gave you 20% off new games. So this is not a bad last game, I think, to get 20% off of from the GCU. This and the next game I'm going to show, I guess, aren't bad. For $8, I had to get this Horizon Zero Dawn. I've owned this game like 3 different times. But every time I've owned it is because it was really cheap, and I sold it for like double the price. Because I like bought it for Black Friday for like $15, sold it like $32 at GameStop. And the first time I bought it, never played it, and I sold it back for like about the same price I bought it for. Now I got it for $8, so that's pretty good. It wasn't a complete edition, but that's fine. I have yet to play this edition, so that's okay. Now I have it again, so there we go. And also I had to get this because I actually don't have the Game of the Year edition of this on my 360 collection. I think I have the collector's edition, but I don't have the Game of the Year edition. So this is a new entry into my collection for 360. And that is the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Game of the Year edition. It says $14.99, but it was on sale for $8 with GCU. So $8 for a brand new 360 game is not too bad. I will keep that sealed. I will say though, it is not really sealed because there is a rip in there, so that kind of sucks, especially if this game ever does become kind of valuable in the future. There's also a rip right here. I don't know if you can see that. You can't probably. So that sucks, but whatever. I probably won't ever open it. Next, I picked this up off of eBay. This is like a whatever purchase. I got it for $7. I thought it was a pretty good deal considering this game on Xbox at least goes for around like $30. PS2 goes for around 10, so I got a decent deal. I don't have it on PS2, so I might as well. Star Wars Battlefront 2, so now I added to the Star Wars collection I have on PS2, which is actually quite big. I mean, it's about 6 games, but you know what? That's pretty good. Just on PS2 I'm talking about. So there you go, Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's complete, by the way. It does have water damage on the front, you can tell. You can see kind of like, yeah. But, oh, god damn. It is the greatest hits edition. But for $7, look at that manual. It's a nice little manual. I mean, it also has a little bit of water damage, but it's shiny. There's no, like, whatever in there. And I think the disc itself is fine. Yeah, some light scratches. Whatever. I didn't have it. $7. Why not? Why not? Hey, Lois. Man, fucking sweet, Lois. Anyway. Now, this game... Just forget what I just did. Now this game is one of my most wanted games in my PS2 collection because it's one of my favorite franchises, especially horror franchises. Definitely, it's probably my favorite horror franchise. But it's one of my favorite video game franchises, and it sucks that we're probably never going to see another game in this franchise, or at least not another good game. I'm sure there's a pachinko machine coming out of this soon. Actually, I think there already is. But it sucks, and this actually might be my favorite of the series, even though I think Silent Hill 1 might just be my personal favorite. That doesn't make any sense, I know. But when it comes to the best, I think this is probably the best one of the series, but the first one is my personal favorite because it scares the shit out of me. This one does too, and that is Silent Hill 3. I bought this for $23. It usually goes for around $30 to $40. It matters on what kind of condition, and also it matters if it comes with the soundtrack. This one sadly did not come with the soundtrack, but it is still complete. Manual is great, and the disc is great. Here, let me see. Pretty sure it's great. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I don't know why I always show that. You can't tell, but the manual itself is really good. And the case itself is nice. I might switch it out though, because there is some like... You can see like fingerprints and sticker marks and stuff like that, sticker residue. But it is a nice looking copy for $23. I had to get this. This is one of the games I really wanted in my collection, and now I got it. So now I just need to get Silent Hill 4, Silent Hill 2, and Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which is like an $80 game, so I don't know when I'll get that one. But 4 and 2 are like around, they average around 20 to 40, which I know sounds like a big margin, but they do fluctuate a lot. Like sometimes Silent Hill 2 is like $15. Sometimes it's $30. Sometimes it's $40. Silent Hill 4, same thing. Sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's 40. I don't know. Fucking Shattered Memories is one of those games that just stays around 60 to 80, maybe even more sometimes. So who knows? But anyway, Silent Hill 3, bam. It's usually a $30, $40 game. Got it for 23. Yeah. I mean, if I can get the soundtrack somewhere else, that'd be cool. But I don't think it's really needed. I mean, don't get me wrong, the soundtrack in this fucking game, this whole series, even the bad games, has a great soundtrack in them. But I don't need it for my collection because the game has a soundtrack, you know what I mean? I can just listen to it on YouTube. But there you go. That is my Gore's recent pickups for video games and other stuff, I guess, because I didn't show just video games. But I didn't have too much to show this time. And I think what I'm going to do in the future is I'm going to do more episodes, but have them be a little shorter. Just, you know, get them out there so I don't have to wait like a few weeks just to get like 7 or 8 games, you know? Like, you know, maybe every week I do one where I show maybe 3 or 4 games I picked up and that's it. So maybe I will do that in the future. I'm sure people wouldn't mind more episodes, even if there's only little bits here and there. But who knows, you know? Yeah, who knows? There is a GameStop trade-in deal going on right now, so who knows? Maybe I'll just go and spend the rest of my trade credit and also make a little bit of trade credit. I don't know. Maybe you'll see a new episode in like 2 days with tons of games. I don't know. Who knows? But who knows? Who knows? But anyway, there you go. Thank you. And of course, until next time, I love you. I love you. Goodbye. Mwah.